said something that immediately backfired.
The American public is looking at this differently, don't you think?
Absolutely. I think you saw this move from Trump to fund TSA by basically going around Congress, or that's what his executive order says at least, because they understand that this is hurting Republicans more, as had the previous government. Shutdown, when you also had after that the Epstein and the scandal from that, and this is where Trump has kind of entered into kind of lame duck territory. Besides, ICE should not be funded at all anymore. This is an organization that is completely out of control. I don't know if people are forgetting, but at the beginning of this year, ICE.
You love me. You really love me.
DHS, whichever, and that was a part of the funding that was blocked. And there has been no accountability on that front. Since Trump got into office, over 40 people have died in detention, and we have no idea what's going on with those investigations. And you hear about the conditions in these detention facilities, which you could call camps, where children are not getting the adequate medical care that they need. There's no medical care being provided at all. And people are in squalid conditions. They're being warehoused. It's a human rights violation. So the Democrats should absolutely hold the line on this front. But we're burying the lead here. John Thune and Mike Johnson are not aligned here. Thune was a part of passing this with unanimous consent, understanding that this was hurting the Republicans in the Senate. And what Mike Johnson is doing is he's afraid of losing his speakership. Because in 2023, the House GOP basically said that you just need one member to call up and recall the speaker. And so he's terrified that if he moves an inch away from the president, who is absolutely out of control. I mean, his rantings, his dementia-laden rantings are insane. If they move 1 inch away from him, he's going to lose his job. So that means that everybody who is experiencing all these horrible instances with their travel, and incidents, I should say, when they're traveling and flying, that's because Mike Johnson's afraid to lose his job. And all those TSA agents that have to work without pay as ICE stands over their shoulder, that's Mike Johnson.
Emma, I'm actually glad you said that. I'm glad.